Good morning everyone. In the last couple of weeks I watched what other people have in their packs when they go hiking or in the woods, spending the time and having a bit of fun outside. So I thought I'll show you what I have in my pack, and I'll mention a couple of things which I've not seen mentioned before, or only very little. And so let's go through the pack. That's the backpack. It's an Invicta backpack which I've recently bought to try, and we will probably talk about this backpack and review it on the next video. But let's see what's the weight of the backpack. That's fully loaded without sort of the daily food. But we'll go through what's inside in a minute. So it's about 6 kilos. I don't know if you can see that. To be honest, I don't know if that's considered light or not. I'm not that fussed about extra light, super light, or whatever it's called, backpacking or hiking, okay? I'll just use the gear that I need. You know, a difference of 100 grams is not a big deal. You have to be fit and healthy to do all these things, so 100 grams is not gonna kill you. So let's go through what's on the outside first, and then we look on the inside, on the main compartment, yeah? So on the outside we have Paddington Bear, who is my faithful companion and has been going on hikes and walks and woodlands, trails and all that for the last 6 months, since I found him lost, wet, cold, in a sort of not easy accessible woodland. So I found him there, and since then he's been with me. On here I've attached my hat. This one is from Decathlon and it's nice. It says travel never ends, and I have this with me either if it's sunny and it protects my head, but also if it's raining, then that protects my glasses, because rain on the glasses annoys me quite a bit. Up here at the top I have a soft shell jacket, and this I use it for if it's windy or like light rain. This soft shell jacket will do the job. On this pocket we have a 1 liter water bottle. On this side, this pocket I keep it for spare stuff. The stuff in here changes according to the conditions and other things. So I have a cloth. And I'm bringing now sun protection. That's hopefully now we will have more summer in England. But again, things change in this pocket. It depends by the condition. On this front pocket we'll have a few things. So there are some electrolytes boost. These are one of the things are underrated and not very mentioned in other videos. Whatever the weather, you're gonna lose electrolytes and minerals through sweating and obviously activity and walking. Therefore, you should replace these. And so 1 tablet of these in the water, and you are good to go. Little cracker snacks. 1 pair of gloves. Another pair of gloves. I always take 2 pair of gloves because I take people on group hikes and walks, and sometimes I find people are not careful with their hands, and so I take an extra pair of gloves and I can offer them in case they are struggling with their hands. And I have a merino wool hat. This is lightweight, thin, but it's good for almost all weather conditions. There's some hand sanitizer. This one it's flammable, so it doubles up as fuel in my stove. So there's some aspirin here. This I started carrying these since I did the first aid course, and it seems that it does help in case there's people that have had possible heart condition, and it might save their life. So that's just as first aid. Then I have some carrier bags. These are very useful if there's rubbish around and you carry it with you. But I carry them mostly because in England, in UK, there's a lot of rain and you can be caught anytime. The weather can change rapidly, and sometimes our feet get wet despite, obviously waterproof footwear. So what you can do, if you can manage to dry your feet, then put these around your feet, then put the socks on, and then put the boots back on, so that your feet will stay dry and they will work as a sort of vapor barrier. And then I have an emergency inhaler. This is for me. I suffer with asthma, so always have the emergency inhaler with you. Or if you suffer of any medical condition, then please carry emergency supply with you. Right, let's have a look what's inside. First of all, food. This is a container I use for the food that I carry if I go on a day hike. Obviously it's empty now, apart from some sweets, which are a necessity. Second item is a poncho. This is a military poncho, and this is essential for me. That's the only thing that I use as a rain protection, because it lets the sweat and vapor go out, since it's open on the outside apart from the clips, but then it can double up as a shelter, and there are tons of ways to set it up. If you're not familiar with the military ponchos and things like that, well, this one on the ground is the traditional East German Army tarp or plaszczopalatka. There are lots of videos of these on YouTube. So again, if you're interested in how to use a poncho, just look it up. Then I have a puffy jacket. I carry these with me whatever the seasons. You never know when the weather is going to turn. If it gets cold, windy, you need extra protection. Then we have a little container with a few more supply of food, different type of biscuits, and my trustworthy Skittles, which for me are essential. They give me a little boost of energy. When I'm struggling, even if my son is with me, it's a very good encouragement. So I urge you to take with you some Skittles. Take with me some Piriton, some antihistamine. Again, you never know if you can come in contact with a plant or an insect, and you start to have some allergy reaction, that will work as a first aid. At the bottom of the pack I have these, which is gaffer tape, a strong tape roll. Can be used for all sorts of repair, even if your boot sole is coming off, you can tape it all around the boots and carry on until you get to your car. So you can repair your poncho, your jacket, all sorts. It can also be used for first aid, to strap your arm if you have a wound and all that. There's all sorts of survival applications. Then I have a little. This is a cat food tin, which I made as a little stove. And I have a bandana here, so this is a cotton cloth which you can use to hold a hot pot or hot water bottle. It can be used to wash up and everything else. So like I said to you, the hand sanitizer, I can drop the hand sanitizer in this little stove, light it up and boil some water, have a little hot drink. So that's the main compartment. Then this backpack has a sleeve that it's used for a laptop, supposed to be for laptops. But in this sleeve I have survival bag. Again, that doubles up as protection in case you get stuck. But also, like I said, I take people on group hikes. So for me that's important. If anyone gets injured, then I can give them protection. And in here I have this carrier bag. There is all sorts of stuff in here. There's like antiseptic cream, steroid cream for skin allergies. There's a ferro rod, a little candle, pocket tissues, a Sharpie, just in case. There's an additional roll of tape. I have a survival blanket in there, some plasters. So this is a little first aid bag. And then there's a zip pocket here. These are like the tools. That's like a pocket where I put tools. So I have a power bank which works as a light as well. And that is a strobo light. Cable. This is a hand warmer, very good in winter. You know, I do suffer with a cold hand, so it's a very useful tool, hand warmer, and it doubles up as a power bank as well. So that's 2 power banks with me. Victorinox multi-tool. This is some tin foil which I can use on top of a cup or the bottle to boil the water a bit faster, or I could also use it on the ground to protect the ground and dry grass from the stove. Some matches, a lighter, and wrapped up in here I have some spare coins. That's always useful to have with you, because sometimes you reach to a location where the car park only accepts coins, and so I have always spare coins in here with me. And that's it. That's all in my pack. So the main things that are not usually mentioned are power banks, hand warmers, and electrolytes. So these for me are very important, very essential, and not I don't see these things mentioned enough in these sort of videos. So in winter I take this container where there's an additional hand warmer power bank. So I will have 3 power banks with me in winter, and that's because obviously batteries of phones they get drained due to the cold weather, yeah, and there are some additional cables in here. So in winter I will have 3 power banks with me, and also I bring this big candle in winter just in case, you know, obviously the sunlight, sun drops at 3 o'clock, 3:30, and if you get stuck, this is for emergency, and this burns up to 35 hours. So simple candle, simple tool, not heavy at all, and it can give you some reassurance. That's it, guys. Hope that was useful and you were able to take home some interesting information. If you think I'm missing something, or if you think there is something different I could do, just drop a comment below. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one.